Everyone is making vid on morning routines. It's like Travis Scott feature. Everybody wants it. So I got recommended this old one video, $1 billion routine. You know what? Let's get started.
We've all heard that if you could win the morning, you could win the day. One of the ways to doing that is to create regular rituals and routines so you don't have to think about what you need to do. And if you could set up routines and habits, especially early in the day, you could benefit from this science and momentum and create positive momentum as opposed to being reactive, like how a lot of people do. They pick up their phone the first thing and they start reacting and driving distraction and reaction as opposed to proactively spending time with self-care and self-love and having a vision and a direction for your day. So let's get into it. Now, as I jump into this again, this is my ideal day. So sometimes I can't do all of this, but I could do as many as I can. So the first thing,
this guy don't even follow his own routine and wants the world to be ideal and follow this routine. The irony in this bitch is crazy.
thing I do when I wake up is I recall my dreams. When you're dreaming is that you're actually processing and integrating and working on solutions, your subconscious mind, to the things that you're focusing on during the daytime, but most people forget their dreams. After that,
Yeah, come on guys, we all try to remember our dreams, especially if it is a wet dream.
She's in love with money. Back in high school, I used to. Hey, now I hit the happy over. Hey, I did have to say it, 13 hours till I land. Happy now. Let go. Let's make a run. Let go. Make a run.
take 2 minutes and make your bed, because that's a success habit, right? If we're talking about positive momentum, the science of momentum, getting things done, checking things off, doing it with excellence, then make your bed. It's worth the 1 or 2 minutes.
See, if I'm a billionaire and I'm not getting breakfast in bed, it's just not worth it.
Because again, how you do anything is how you do everything. And to have a good check mark on something like making your bed is very powerful, because it teaches you to be able to do something really well and excellence like they do in the military. And the other benefit is when you come back at the end of the day, you come back to success. You come back to your bed already made. After that, what I'll do is I'll go into the kitchen and I'll have a tall glass of water, because we use a lot of water and most of us are very dehydrated at night. I'll take my supplements there. I take my probiotics, which is the big one, because your gut is your second brain. We talk about quick brain, being your brain in your head, but you also have incredible amount of...
Okay, I mean everyone has some habits, but if you're a billionaire, then you should not have this much time. I mean every day is different for a billionaire. How much fucking time this guy has, bro? I can't even understand.
nerve cells in your gut. And so I want to make sure that's being fed and healthy, so I take my probiotics. Then what I do is I do my breathing, right? I'm thinking about the things I'm focusing on here. I'm thinking about excellence. I'm thinking about hydration. I'm thinking about oxygen. Whatever you're breathing, another episode dedicated towards that. I do my meditation in the morning and also later in the afternoon or evening, sometimes before I go to bed, but I always do an early morning meditation. I do it for about 20 minutes. Mindfulness is so important. So I want to have a clear mind as I enter the day. And so meditation puts me in that space. 15, 20 minutes. Some of you use Headspace app. Some of you use the Muse device, use some kind of technology. I meditate then. From there, I do 1 or 2 minutes of just movement. And this could be different. It could be calisthenics, it could be burpees, but I just want to get into my body after I meditate. And so I move my body pretty intensely for a couple minutes. And if I'm in a hotel room, maybe I'm just doing jumping jacks, but I'm doing crunches for 2 minutes straight. I'm just waking my body. That is not my exercise for the day. It's just for me to get my heart rate beating and getting some movement in my body. From there, I take a shower, and it's cold shower. And I do believe in cold therapy. It works for me. It helps me to reset my nervous system. Ice baths are very powerful because it helps. Like if you hit your knee, you put ice on it to reduce swelling and inflammation. Cold therapy is a very powerful way of resetting your nervous system and reducing inflammation. So I take a cold shower. When I get out, I go through my normal routine, right, of shaving and brush my teeth, all that good stuff. Then I make a tea, and my favorite tea is like a brain tea. It's a combination of gotu kola, ginkgo, lion's mane, some MCT oil, and some other gems. As I go through it, I sip my tea, and that's where I write my journal. And I'm a big believer in journaling. I've been doing it since I've been in college. And I feel like some of the most amazing thinkers of our time and in history, they journal and they keep diaries. I mean, you think about
Generals, bro, what are you, fucking Anne Frank?
There was a very famous Jewish girl who kept a diary. It ended badly. But enough about Fran Drescher. You thought I was making a Holocaust joke? Shame on you!
to look at my to-be list. Like, who do I want to be today? And, you know, do I want to be a good partner? Do I want to be a good friend and a good leader, a good teacher, a good coach? I feel into what I want to be that day.
Who am I gonna be today? What are you, bro? A fucking kid? It's been 2.5 hours and my guy has not even talked about work on phone calls and even check his phone, yeah? Business must be booming, boys.
For about 20, 30 minutes. So after moving through my brain training in one of our quick learning online programs at quicklearning.com, we have an online speed reading course, online memory course, thinking course, academic success course. That's where I do my brain training. And I like to...
Of course, he's promoting his business. He's a course billionaire. So let me explain who don't know what a course billionaire is. Well, let me explain. Make an account. Show people your lavish lifestyle. Like you want this lifestyle. Like me, rent cars, rent houses, fake parties and just post on Instagram. Then make a viral reel about it. About targeting some people more like a gender, then get support from other gender. Boom, you are rich. You are the next internet sensation. Your reels are viral. You have an audience and tell people to buy your course to live life like this. In simple words, promote a pyramid scheme. If you get 3 people, ask 3 more people to get into this business and just sell fucking hopes.